Good evening. My name is Andy Sanzimande, and I'm going to be presenting my full project in the subject I'm doing, which is DIS. So, in my project, I'm going to start with my business plan. My business plan, it explains like this. We are a technical solutions company that maintains websites and also sell websites, and we also develop websites for companies. The problem summary that we have seen in in our field or in our market, we create websites for small businesses and software for small businesses that are struggling to build their company's website and update their software in a price that is affordable. We provide services by creating website developing software for businesses. We encourage community to be part of the technology area. Our market is small businesses, people who want to buy a website, people who want their website to be maintained. There are companies that were in competition with their big companies, just that their services are higher. So people tend to go for us because our services are affordable and they are quality. So our solution, we help by creating a software for your business that will manage more efficient, save time, increase productivity. We put a software that will be easy to maintain and integrate with existing system. We provide software that will help you get up, run quickly, manage finances, and also help you grow your business in terms of advertising, reaching a more large customer base. And I'm going to be heading straight to my second presentation, which is the architecture phase and the Linux. The architecture starts by new. When it starts new, it's when the code is fresh and we're starting it. And then when it is admitted, it means that it will be ready. And then the event completion, and also waiting to be run. And then there's the IO event wait that goes to running. And when it is running, there's a schedule dispatcher. When it is finished running, it exits and it terminates. After it is terminated or it interrupts. So I'm done with the architecture. So in my project or in my business, we have users, and those users, a user will refer to an individual or an entity that interacts with the system. Linux is a multi-user operating system, which means it can have multiple users, each with their own account and permissions. So the user is the individual that interacts with the system of Linux and the operating system. It can have multiple users, each with their own account and permissions. Here is the user being done in Linux, the users being done in Linux. And then the second one is the group. A group refers to a collection of users that are created as a single entity for the purpose of managing files and directory permissions and access control. Groups serve several important functions in Linux system. Group, it is something that refers to a collection of users. Its purpose is to manage files and directory permission and access control. Groups, they serve a very important function in Linux system. Here are my groups. Here are my groups. My groups are customers, their management. There's also a group for business. And then there's the assigner. When we assign in a Linux, when we assign inside a Linux, that is where they would require us to log in with our password, and then they can display what we have assigned in our Linux. As you can see, everything is displayed. And then there's a file. File names in Linux are case sensitive, meaning my file text or my file text are considered different files. So my file text with small letters and my file text uh, with uppercase letters, they are considered different files. Files name contain various characters, including letters, numbers, underscores, and periods, but they have some restrictions to maintain compatibility with different file systems. Then the mail. Here is our files. We have issued a command which is ls -l, and then our files. My file get displayed. All my files that I have created in Linux, they get displayed, as you can see. Then there are permissions. Permissions refer to a set of rules and settings that determine who can access, modify, or execute files and directories. Permissions are a crucial aspect of system security as they control the level of access and actions that users process can perform on files and directories. So permissions are very important on Linux because they set a group of rules that can determine who can have access to this file, because not everyone should have access to a certain file. So permissions, they help us. They are a security block that can block users that are not allowed to access certain files. Here are my permissions. Who has permissions here? It is me. I'm the only one who has the code here, so I'm the only one who has permission here. Then we have the foreground process. The foreground process is a process that is currently running and interacting directly with the user through the terminal. When a process is in the foreground, it receives the input from the user keyboard and sends out directly to the terminal screen. A foreground process, it is a process that is already running. The minute we use it, it is already running with the user through a terminal. If you input from the user's keyboard, the fore, the fore, the foreground playing, the foreground process or not play, pardon me, the foreground process, it is already running. The minute we input through a keyboard, it is already running through the terminal. And then we have the background process. A background process is a process that runs independently of the terminal and does not block the user from entering additional commands. Background process, it runs independently. It means it runs alone of the terminal. I block users from entering commands, but it runs independently. It operates in the background, allowing the user to continue in the terminal while the process runs. So it operates behind the scenes. It allows the user to continue working with the terminal while its process runs. So it does not need to interrupt the user during his working with the terminal. It runs behind the scene. Zombie. A zombie is a process, is the state child process can enter after it has terminated, but its exit status has not yet collected by its parent process. Zombie can can occur in multi-process systems where one process, the parent, creates and manages the other process, the children. A zombie is like a mother and a child process. You can enter after it has terminated, but when its exit status has not collected its parent process, you can enter. It is a multi-process system where more than one user can run it, as we can see, it runs. And then we have the orphan process. An orphan process is a process that continues to run even after its parent process has terminated or existed. Unexpectedly, this situation can occur when the parent process dies, a child process leaving the child process without a parent to survive it. An orphan process, it is a process that continues to run even after its parent process has terminated. It's, an orphan process is like when your parent dies, you will continue to live even after your parents have died. That's what they mean by an orphan process. You will continue to run even when the other process has terminated the parent one. This situation can occur when the parent process dies before a child, leaving the child process without a parent to supervise it. Once the process terminates, it leaves the other process without the parent child to supervise it. So it means that there's no there's no process that can supervise the other process while it's continuing its running phase. The other one has already terminated and is no longer guiding or supervising the other process. Often processes are not the same as zombies, although they can sometimes relate. So they're not the same, but they have similar characteristics. There it is, the often process, as you can see. And the V-Editor, it is a powerful and widely used text editor in Linux and Unix-like operating system. It has a unique command-based interface that might take some time to get used to, but it's highly efficient once you become familiar with it. Here are the basic steps to use the V-Editor to edit files in Linux. Thank you very much for this presentation. I'm glad everything has turned out to be good. Thank you.